Okay, we have arrived at the top. That's what that noise is. Son of a gun, that weird? I walk into a ham radio thing. Wow. W1ROM.
Welcome.
And you are?
DU7 Charlie Kilo.
Okay.
And we are from the Cebu Amateur Radio.
Activating the top,
Yeah.
right?
It's my friend, DU7CLZ.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Joan, the head of the Girl Scouts.
ZV7. Pleased to meet you, ma'am. Yes. I'm Dana, D-A-N-A, and call sign W1ROM. Been a ham since 1975.
Wow.
I was just a little kid. Yeah. I've always wanted to operate from the Philippines, but it's very, very hard to get a reciprocal license if you're an American. I looked into it, and it's very complex. And you got to write down the serial number of the radio, and you got to have the sales receipt for the radio. And I said, I'm going to be there for 3 weeks, and then someday maybe they'll make it easier for me to bring a radio to the country. But I don't know. If I go to the Caribbean, I can just bring my radio, and we have a license agreement. All I got to do is sign with a slash, and all that. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. And I think part of the reason is the revolution down south. They didn't want radios coming into the country because the rebels might use them. Nowadays everyone's got cell phones, so so I think they could probably relax some of those regulations. It wouldn't hurt. But what a great spot. I've often thought when I've come here in the past, what a great spot to put a ham radio. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we have.
To the Girl Scouts.
Participate contests
Yeah.
here in this spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, last a few months ago.
Like
We had a Yaru contest.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was going to bring a radio with me and leave it here. Just donate it to a local ham club or something, or school, so they could start a ham club. And but as I say, it just got so complicated. Maybe in the future we'll do it, because I come here about every 4 years. Of course, being married to a Filipina, so. But when I first walked in, I says, "What is that noise?" And now I said, "Oh, it's ham radio." Yeah. So the band's in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I'm going to go take a look at the view here, but we'll be back.
I just come back here.
Yes. Yeah, they have Girl Scouts doing a ham radio thing here. Wouldn't have expected that. So now we're going to go get a view here. Hello. Oh, what a view. Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat it again?
What a view. Oh, they're on the radio too. They're on VHF. So we have some Girl Scouts here. Going on YouTube. Do all of you have licenses, or are you studying?
I just studying.
Yeah?
We're just practicing.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Meet a lot of people. A lot of very nice people on ham radio. Yeah. I've been doing it since I was 15 years old. So I'm 57 now. Wish I was 47, but I'm 57. And I'm W1ROM. Yeah, rotten old man, they call me. Yeah. So it's been a very good hobby. It got me interested in electronics, and of course, back in the 70s, electronics got me interested in computers. And so I was into computers from 1980, and my whole life I've worked with computers as a programmer and a network support person, and So, but ham radio led me into electronics, which I built my own computer, and that got me going, you know. And I built my own radio too, back in the old days. Heathkit. Used to have you could build your own walkie-talkie, and I built my own walkie-talkie. Soldered it together. It took me a month. I soldered it, and it was huge. The walkie-talkie was huge.
The old stuff, the parts.
It was all discrete components, no chips. Yeah, so it was huge. It ran on 10 batteries, 10 AA batteries. And but man, I was so happy. Well, I got it all together, it didn't work. So I had to send it back to Heathkit. And they found where I went wrong and fixed some solder joints. And when I got it back, it worked. And I was so happy. So, yeah, I really have enjoyed the hobby a lot.
Is your wife here?
She's a ham too. Yeah, K1 JBL. Yeah, she got into it shortly after she got to the States. I said, honey, you ought to get your license. So she's a technician. I'm an advanced.
Yeah, actually we have also US call sign. I'm KE0IRF.
Okay.
In Minnesota, and then the other one should be Abel also.
Yeah.
Has a US call sign.
Delta 2 Kilo Whiskey Zulu.
So, yeah, my call is what they call a vanity call. I had a very good friend who died, who I talked to since 1975, and he died in 2001. And when his call went up for reassignment, I said, geez, I ought to snag his call, so I did. But my original call sign was WA1WRJ, and then I got KA1PK, and then I became W1ROM. So, yeah.
Read-only memory.
Exactly, yeah. Rotten old man is what they call me, rotten old man. So, yeah, this is just gorgeous up here.
She's a Cebuana.
Yes, yeah, she's from Dan Bantayan. Yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
So.
Yeah, we went there during, the hurricane.
Yeah, Yolanda, yeah.
Some of our team went there for support, for communication.
Yeah.
Because
you can still see the damage up there in places. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, so we've been married 10 years. 10 years. So, and that's my little boy, Matt.
Yeah.
That's her sister, Hema. But if I lived in the Philippines, I'd be living up in these hills.
Yeah.
Definitely. This is so nice up here. The air is fresh, and you just got the view. As long.
This morning, the wind here is very strong.
Yeah.
When we went here.
Well, I guess it's Dana.
Nico.
Okay, pleased to meet you.
Extra class already.
Moving up fast. Yeah. Are you interested in going to school for something to do with electronics?
Yeah, I'm taking up electronics engineering.
Okay. I wanted to, but I'm very bad at math. So they gave me some exams, and they said, if you pass these exams, you can enroll. I didn't do very good at all, so I wound up going for computer science instead, and did that. So, what a place! I love that. I love that breeze. It's great.
Our club, most of the time, we'll be here and during contests.
Yeah.
Because it's a very good spot.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now we're also looking for the Temple of Leia, which is, I think, before you get here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a turnoff. I missed the turnoff. But we'll get it on the way back instead, Now, if I just continue on this road, let's say I go back out on the main road, that will take me to the other side of the island, right? Eventually, right?
No?
No? It just ends up in the mountains somewhere?
No, the other side.
Western part of Cebu.
Yeah.
You will be facing Negros Island.
Right. Yeah. So I've driven around the island last trip, and we went down to eventually Mole Ball and went to the resort down there, and I'm one of the few Americans that dares to drive in the Philippines. Although at times I question my sanity. We got stuck in traffic the other day. That was awful,
Where in it?
Right in Cebu City, just an hour and a half. We didn't go more than a mile. But yeah, it's pretty crazy driving over here. But I get into it, you know. I love hitting the horn and, you know, all that. Yeah. Well, I gotta go see what the wife's up to. So we'll be back. Yeah. There. Wow. And here's Julie and Hema and Matthew. Matthew is eating again. And here is the view. Oh God, I gotta get a panorama here. Wow. The top. All of this beautiful scenery. Lots and lots of radio towers up here. Television, FM radio, you name it. Business band, I'm sure. And just blankets the whole island, or the whole area. Wow.
Want to sit here? Want to sit here?
Yeah, out in the distance you can see Mactan Island. And of course the airport out there.
You want to sit there on the bench? Okay. Sit on the bench. Sit that one.
And I think I'll park it right here for a few minutes myself. Right, Matt? Ah, good sturdy bench. Yes, as we enjoy this majestic view. We should be able to see the mall that we went to. There's Julie. Photo bombing. No, I'm just kidding, honey. I want you in the picture. I want you in the picture. Hello.
Hi.
Is this your son?
Yeah, it's little Matthew.
Oh, Matthew. This is also your son?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's very handsome.
Yeah, he's 2.5. 2.5 years old.
Chocolate.
Very talkative little boy. Yeah, and he loves
So cute.
he loves to meet people. Yeah.
Dirty bun.
It's dirty,
No,
but
it's dirty. Look at your hands. He's very bubbly.
yeah, he loves to dance and sing. Hey Matthew, can you do a dance for us? Matthew?
Not right now.
He loves to dance.
Yeah, dirty. These are dirty.
Do you have one son only?
Yeah, well, I have an older son by my first wife. He's 27.
27?
Yeah.
From what country have you been?
Oh, I'm from the United States.
United States.
Yes. And Julie is from Danbantayan up north. And Hema, and her sister. So.
Where are you going?
So you guys don't have school? That's right, today's Saturday, isn't it? Duh. I lose all track of time when I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, we've been here since last Tuesday. Well, we left our house on Tuesday a week ago. And so it took us 30 hours to get here from America. And we flew from our state, Maine. We live up in a state called Maine, up in the north. And we flew from there down to New York City. And
Are
then,
you having your vacation right now?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then you're gonna come back with it in your country?
Oh yeah, yeah. About a week and a half, we'll be heading back.
your plane ride, do you have stopovers?
Yeah, we stopped at New York City, and then we got on a plane that took us from New York City all the way to Incheon, Korea.
Then from Korea to
Cebu. Yeah. It was the shortest flight we could get. They have others that are longer, that make more stops, but with our little boy, we wanted to make the flight as short as we could. So that's about as best we could do. And, hey, everyone wants to see a dance. Can you do a dance?
Can you dance?
Can you dance for us, Matt?
Oh, you will sing.
Excuse
Okay.
me, sir. Can we ask why in all places, why you choose Cebu?
Well, because my wife is from here,
Okay.
and her family, of course, is all up in Danbantayan still. So we came back to visit family, and we had a wedding to go to. Her sister, her youngest sister, the baby of the family, got married. So we were able to go to that last week. I forget what day it was, but
You can get a reciprocal, or if not, you can take an exam here.
Yeah.
so
I plan to do it sometime, maybe when I live here in the Philippines, when he retires. But not for now.
When you come back here, there's
It's yours. Thank you.
every Friday.
Rushes.
yeah, he's got that's the only thing that's ever been wrong with him. And he's got this, he was born with like eczema, they call it. And he gets like, you know, when he scratches his skin, he gets like these reddish areas. And he takes medication for it. And they said he'll outgrow it probably. A lot of kids are born with it, but they outgrow it. So he's only 2.5, and we'll see if it gets better.
We're gonna pray for him.
But he's been a very healthy little boy. The only time he's ever gone to the doctor is for checkups and his vaccinations, and that's been it. He's never really had any illnesses or anything, and so he's been very healthy. Another treasure.
Another treasure. You want to ride? You know how to ride?